So Trump's at it again, ahead of tonight's CNN town hall in which the Democratic candidates are going to be making their case on climate change and actually acknowledging that it's real instead of a Chinese hoax. President Donald Trump has stooped to a new low in his assault on our environment. First, he opened the floodgates for drilling in and around our national parks, as well as fracking in those areas. Then he washed away emissions protections, basically got rid of them. He scrapped the Paris Climate Agreement because Obama signed it, so it's by definition bad to Donald Trump. And now this extremely needless and blatant news involving light bulbs. The Trump administration announced new rules on Wednesday to roll back requirements for energy-saving light bulbs, a move that could contribute to the greenhouse gas emissions that cause climate change. This honestly sounds like Trump has just run out of ways to ruin our future and the planet going forward, and he's just bored with it. So he's light bulbs. Let's go after that. Or here's another scenario. His advisors are just coming to his desk with legislation with 2 checkmark boxes, you know, like the Valentines that you get in middle school. Help the environment or hurt the environment. Love me or love me not. And he's just rapid fire checking off hurt the environment, hurt the environment, hurt the environment every single time, regardless of necessity, regardless of how much little sense it makes or how much sense it makes. I mean, it's light bulbs. Light bulbs, people. That's what he is going after. And the initial law that he's targeting passed in 2007 under Bush, with bipartisan support. But in this era, in this extremist far-right era, Trump is just checking off that hurt the environment box, because this is what passes for leadership. This is what passes for governing at this point in our history. And this is what happens when your representatives are actively not representing you. The New York Times article on this continues. The gradual shift toward more efficient light bulbs is one of the largely unsung success stories in the fight to reduce energy use and greenhouse gas emissions. U.S. household energy consumption is down 6% since 2010, and this is due in part to the increase in the use of energy-efficient lighting, said Lucas Davis, a professor in the Haas School of Business at the University of California, Berkeley. So great. When something's working, it's time to scrap it under the Trump administration. According to an expert on the matter, energy-wasting incandescents and halogens still make up more than 1/3 of new bulb sales. We need standards to ensure every new bulb sold is an efficient one. His group estimates that putting efficient bulbs in all 6 billion light sockets in the United States could mean $14 billion in savings in 2025, equivalent to the electricity generated by 25 large power plants, he said. Like, the energy-efficient bulbs are a new marketplace. They are making money for these companies, and just getting rid of these regulations are just what does this accomplish? The Trump administration just doesn't care about governing. That's the whole philosophy behind this. They care about ungoverning, dismantling government. Any and all regulations that could put some hamper on industry to do whatever they want, regardless of whether or not the industry is actually thriving and successful, like these more sustainable light bulbs actually are. No, we gotta scrap it. Because we do not believe in government. We are in government, but we don't believe in government. We believe in rampant industry. We believe in zero regulations. We believe in polluting wherever we want, however we want, because we are members of the cult of selfishness, of the cult of individuality, of the cult of capitalism, unfettered and rigged capitalism in our favor. And you know who isn't a member of that cult? The rest of the goddamn country. No one wants rules that are favored in your direction. We want rules that are for the people. And stuff like this that goes under the radar but is immensely important is not for the people. And again, the Republican Party, emboldened by big money donors, has gone so far to the right that they are getting rid of this bipartisan, seemingly common sense regulation put in place by the Bush administration. We're really having that conversation right now. The Bush administration was a far-right, horrendous, warmongering, corporatist administration, and Trump, no, not far-right enough for me. Light bulbs.